You know, it's interesting, but so many people come to me and say, "Doctor, I sleep for 8 hours every night, but I still wake up feeling tired." And every time I hear that, I tell them the same thing. You know, sleep isn't about the number of hours, it's about the quality of those hours. You can be in bed all night, motionless, eyes closed, and yet your body might not be resting at all. It might just be lying there, surviving, not recovering. That's the difference between feeling refreshed and feeling drained the moment you open your eyes. When you go to sleep, your body is supposed to enter different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM. But here's the problem. Most people never reach deep sleep anymore. And deep sleep is where real repair happens. That's when your brain cleans out toxins, when your cells repair themselves, when your immune system gets stronger. Without that stage, your body wakes up halfway through recovery. It's like charging your phone to only 50% every night. It'll run for a while, but not very long. So the real question isn't, how long did you sleep? The question is, did your body actually rest? Because those two things are very different. You might spend 8 hours in bed, but if your sleep cycles are constantly interrupted by stress, sugar spikes, noise, or even hormones, you'll wake up feeling as though you never slept at all. Let's talk about what interrupts that deep recovery. The first big culprit is stress. When your stress hormone, cortisol, stays elevated at night, your body never fully shuts down. You might be asleep, but internally you're still in fight or flight mode. Your brain stays alert, your heart rate slightly elevated, and your muscles tense. You might even dream more intensely or wake up in the middle of the night without knowing why. That's not rest, that's survival. And what triggers that high cortisol? Sugar. Every time you eat something sweet before bed, biscuits, dessert, even fruit, your blood sugar spikes, then crashes around 2 or 3 a.m. Your body senses that crash as a threat. It releases cortisol to bring the sugar back up, which pulls you out of deep sleep. You might not even wake up fully, but your sleep quality plummets. That's why many people wake up in the morning tired, with dark circles, brain fog, and a need for caffeine. Their body spent the night fighting to balance blood sugar, not repairing itself. It's also why late night snacks, especially those high in carbs, are one of the worst things you can do for your sleep. Your digestive system stays active long after you've gone to bed. And the body can't digest and heal at the same time. It has to choose. So when digestion is happening, repair isn't. That's one reason people who fast overnight or who eat earlier dinners often wake up feeling much more refreshed. Now, another hidden reason for waking up tired is nutrient deficiency, particularly magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B1. These nutrients are essential for calming your nervous system and relaxing your muscles. Without them, your body stays slightly tense all night, your nervous system overstimulated, and your sleep never truly deepens. If you drink caffeine regularly, eat processed foods, or live under stress, you're probably low in magnesium already, and that's a recipe for restless nights. Think about it. Magnesium helps your muscles relax, potassium balances fluid inside your cells, and B1 supports your nerves. When any of these are missing, your sleep feels light, broken, and unrefreshing. You might even wake up with headaches, cramps, or that heavy feeling behind your eyes and not realizing it's nutritional, not psychological. So what's really happening when you wake up tired even after 8 hours? Your body is signaling imbalance. It was saying, I didn't get the deep rest I needed. That could be due to unstable blood sugar, low minerals, excess cortisol, or even the light exposure from your phone right before bed. All these little habits add up, and they rob you of the one thing your body desperately needs: deep recovery. Another thing people don't realize, the brain and the body operate on rhythms. Your sleep cycle follows your circadian rhythm, which is heavily influenced by light, food, and temperature. When you stay up late scrolling your phone, your brain gets the message that it's still daytime. Melatonin, your sleep hormone, doesn't rise properly. So even when you finally fall asleep, it's shallow, fragmented, and incomplete. You wake up groggy because your brain never truly switched modes. And let's not forget the mitochondria, the little energy factories in your cells. They recharge while you sleep. But if you're missing nutrients, your blood sugar is unstable, or you're under constant stress, those mitochondria never reset. So your energy stays low no matter how many hours you sleep. That's why you can drink coffee after coffee and still feel drained, because the problem isn't lack of sleep, it's lack of recovery power. So here's the truth. If you wake up tired, your body isn't broken. It's exhausted from working all night instead of healing. Your liver was detoxing sugar and caffeine. Your adrenals were managing stress hormones. Your digestive system was still processing dinner. Your brain was trying to clear waste but couldn't fully enter deep sleep because you kept pulling yourself out with light food or stress. That's why focusing only on 8 hours of sleep doesn't solve the problem. You can't fix chronic fatigue with a longer pillow. You fix it by restoring deep sleep, the kind that actually rebuilds you from the inside. It starts by balancing your blood sugar, cutting out late night eating, relaxing your mind before bed, and giving your body the nutrients it needs to truly shut down. When you get that right, something magical happens. You wake up before your alarm. You don't crave caffeine. You feel mentally clear and physically light. That's what real rest feels like. Not 8 hours of escape, but 8 hours of repair. You go to bed exhausted, your eyes heavy, but the moment your head touches the pillow, your mind wakes up. You start thinking about work, the bills, that one awkward conversation from 3 days ago. You toss, turn, and somehow drift off, only to wake up feeling like you never slept. Sounds familiar, right? This is what happens when your adrenals are overworked. Your adrenal glands are two tiny organs sitting right above your kidneys, but they control something incredibly powerful, your stress hormones, especially cortisol. When these glands are constantly activated, your body stays in survival mode. Even when you're lying down, your brain keeps 1 foot on the gas pedal. That's why so many people wake up feeling unrested. Not because they didn't sleep enough, but because their body never actually powered down. Now let's get real. What keeps your adrenals overactive? It's not just emotional stress, it's lifestyle stress. Caffeine, irregular meals, blue light exposure, too much sugar, and even overthinking. Every time you scroll your phone late at night, you trigger alertness. Every time you drink coffee to stay awake during the day, your adrenals pump out more cortisol. Over time, they get tired, but they don't stop. They just lose rhythm. They start releasing cortisol at the wrong time, high at night, low in the morning. And when that happens, you can't fall asleep properly at night, and you can't wake up easily in the morning. That's why you might notice this pattern, feeling wired before bed, but dragging yourself out of bed the next day. It's not laziness, it's hormonal chaos. Here's something most people never realize. Your sleep quality tonight depends on what you do during the day. If you're skipping meals, eating sugary snacks, or running on caffeine, your blood sugar keeps swinging up and down. Every crash signals your adrenals to release more cortisol to keep you awake and alert. And when cortisol is high at the wrong time, melatonin, your sleep hormone, stays suppressed. You may fall asleep out of exhaustion, but it's not deep, healing sleep. It's more like temporary unconsciousness. Your adrenals also connect directly to your liver and blood sugar control. If your liver is overloaded from toxins, processed food, or alcohol, it can't regulate blood sugar properly at night. That's when you wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. feeling restless or suddenly wide awake. Your body isn't trying to annoy you, it's trying to protect you. It's releasing cortisol to bring your blood sugar back up. Now think about this. When was the last time you went to bed on an empty stomach? For most people, it's rare. Late night snacks, milk tea, biscuits, leftovers, something sweet just to relax. And you've already delayed your body's ability to enter deep sleep. Your digestive system stays busy for hours, your insulin spikes, and your liver can't detox. It's no wonder you wake up heavy, bloated, or foggy. You see, the human body was designed for cycles, day for energy, night for recovery. But modern habits have flipped this entirely. We stimulate our brains at night with screens and caffeine, and then try to force rest in the morning with alarms and coffee. We're running backward and then wondering why we're always tired. Another hidden issue behind waking up tired is light pollution. When you look at your phone, TV, or laptop before bed, you're exposing your brain to blue light, the same wavelength as sunlight. Your brain gets tricked into thinking it's still daytime. So melatonin, The hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep never rises properly. That's why it takes you longer to fall asleep, and even when you do, it's shallow sleep. You wake up easily, and your body misses out on those deep stages that repair your cells and balance your hormones. And then there's liver overload. One of the most underestimated reasons for fatigue. Your liver does most of its detox work between 1 and 3 a.m. That's its active time. If it's burdened with too much sugar, alcohol, or processed food, it struggles. It sends stress signals that can literally wake you up. You might feel hot, restless, or anxious around that time without knowing why. That's your liver asking for help. The solution isn't just sleeping more, it's sleeping smarter. Supporting your liver before bed can make a huge difference. Simple things like lemon water in the evening, apple cider vinegar before meals, or eating cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cabbage can help clear out toxins. When your liver works efficiently, your blood stays cleaner, your hormones stay balanced, and your brain gets uninterrupted rest. Now let's go back to cortisol for a second. This hormone should follow a natural rhythm, high in the morning to wake you up, low at night to help you sleep. But if you live in constant stress, physical or emotional, that rhythm collapses. Cortisol stays high even when the sun goes down. And high cortisol means poor melatonin production. That's why stress management isn't a luxury. It's a biological necessity for real sleep. So how do you reset your cortisol rhythm? It's simpler than most people think. Start your morning with sunlight. It resets your internal clock. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Eat your last meal 3 hours before bed. And if your mind races at night, write things down. Empty your brain onto paper so it doesn't carry the load into your sleep. You might not realize it, but your evening routine determines your morning energy. If you spend your last hour scrolling, snacking, or worrying, you're programming your body for exhaustion. But if you dim the lights, hydrate properly, and calm your mind, you're signaling your body to shift into repair mode. And one more thing, if you wake up tired, don't immediately reach for caffeine. It gives you a fake boost, but it also keeps the cortisol loop alive. Instead, hydrate, stretch, and expose yourself to natural light. Let your body wake up naturally. Within a few days, your energy levels will start stabilizing, and you'll realize that deep sleep has nothing to do with time. It's about rhythm, chemistry, and recovery. So remember this, tired mornings are born from chaotic nights. And if you want to wake up truly refreshed, you need to give your body the right environment to heal, not just sleep. Because sleep without recovery is like charging a dead battery with a weak wire. It looks like it's working, but the power never really gets through. All right, let's continue. You've understood why you wake up tired. Now let's talk about how to fix it. Because here's the truth, you can't force your body to feel energetic, but you can create the conditions where energy naturally comes back. When your sleep is truly restorative, you don't need alarms, caffeine, or motivation to get up. Your body just wakes up ready. The first thing you need to fix is your blood sugar stability. If your blood sugar drops too low during the night, your brain panics and wakes you up. That's what interrupts your deep sleep. To prevent this, avoid high-carb dinners. Forget about rice, bread, or sweets at night. Instead, go for protein and healthy fats. Things like boiled eggs, salmon, chicken with vegetables, or even a handful of almonds. These foods don't spike your insulin, so your blood sugar stays stable all night. When your blood sugar is steady, your cortisol stays calm. And that means deeper, longer sleep. The second thing is mineral balance. Most people are deficient in magnesium, and that's a big reason for restless nights and morning fatigue. Magnesium relaxes your muscles, calms your nervous system, and allows your brain to slow down. If you can, take magnesium glycinate 1 hour before bed. It's one of the most absorbable forms. Or you can soak your feet in Epsom salt water. It's a simple trick that actually works. Potassium also plays a role. It helps regulate heartbeat and nerve function during rest. You can get it naturally from avocados, spinach, or coconut water. When your minerals are balanced, your body can finally relax instead of staying tense through the night. Third, and this is huge, respect darkness. Your brain is wired to sleep when it's dark and wake when it's light. But we live in a world that's bright 24/7. When you expose yourself to blue light before bed, phone screens, TV, laptops, you're telling your brain it's still daytime. Melatonin, your sleep hormone, stays low, and you delay your body's natural sleep cycle. The result? You might still get your 8 hours, but it's shallow, fragmented, and non-restorative. The fix is simple. 1 hour before bed, dim your lights, put your phone on airplane mode, and let your brain settle. The darker your environment, the deeper your sleep. Now let's talk about stress, the invisible enemy of rest. If your mind is constantly racing, you can't drop into deep sleep no matter how tired you are. One powerful habit that works wonders is breathing practice before bed. Try this. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale slowly for 6. This lowers your heart rate and signals your body that it's safe to rest. You can also write down whatever's bothering you before bed. It empties your mental space. Remember, your brain can't relax if it's holding on to unfinished thoughts. Another big reason people wake up tired is adrenal fatigue. When your adrenals are stressed, your cortisol rhythm flips, high at night, low in the morning. To support your adrenals, you need real food, oat stimulants. Cut back on coffee for at least a few days. Replace it with electrolytes or herbal tea. Add sea salt to your water. Your adrenals love sodium when they're weak. And during the day, take short breaks. Even 5 minutes of quiet breathing or a walk outdoors helps bring cortisol back into rhythm. Speaking of rhythm, morning sunlight is your natural reset button. When sunlight hits your eyes in the morning, it tells your brain to produce serotonin, which later converts into melatonin at night. That's how you sync your internal clock. So the best sleep advice often starts with your morning. Open your curtains, step outside, and let your body feel real daylight. It sounds small, but it's biologically powerful. Then there's your liver health, another hidden piece of the puzzle. If your liver is sluggish, you'll feel tired even after a full night's sleep. The liver detoxifies while you sleep, especially between 1 and 3 a.m. If it's overloaded, you'll either wake up during those hours or feel drained in the morning. You can help it by avoiding alcohol, processed foods, and sugary snacks in the evening. Instead, include cruciferous vegetables, garlic, and lemon water in your routine. Even apple cider vinegar before dinner helps your liver function better and keeps your blood sugar stable. And here's something most people never connect: hydration. Dehydration makes your blood thicker and your circulation slower, so oxygen delivery to your brain drops. You wake up feeling heavy and foggy. The fix? Don't just drink water. Drink electrolyte-rich water. Add a pinch of salt and a squeeze of lemon. That combination hydrates you more effectively than plain water and supports adrenal and brain function. Now, let's touch on something subtle but important: your emotional state before sleep. If you go to bed frustrated, anxious, or overstimulated, your body stays in alert mode. Try to end your day with gratitude or calm reflection. Even taking 60 seconds to think of 3 things that went right shifts your nervous system into parasympathetic mode, the state of rest, repair, and healing. That's where deep sleep begins. And when you wake up, don't rush, don't grab your phone, don't check messages. Take 1 minute to stretch, breathe deeply, and let your body catch up to consciousness. This small moment of stillness signals your body that you're waking up naturally, not under stress. It changes your entire energy pattern for the day. The biggest myth about tiredness is that it's fixed by more sleep. But the truth is, it's fixed by better recovery chemistry. Deep sleep isn't something you chase. It's something your body allows when the right signals are in place: balanced blood sugar, calm mind, darkness, hydration, and rhythm. When you start living this way, something incredible happens. You stop needing alarms. You stop craving coffee. You wake up before your alarm, clear-headed, calm, focused. You feel light in your body, sharp in your mind. That's what real sleep does. It restores you, not just rests you. So if you're waking up tired every day, your body isn't failing. It's sending you a message. It's saying, I need balance, not more time in bed. Listen to it. Give it the nutrients, rhythm, and calm it's asking for. When you do, your energy returns naturally, but not from caffeine or motivation, but from true biological repair, because deep down, your body knows how to heal. You just have to stop interrupting it